Hey guys, M12 LRVRV speaking here. I'm back with another video. And today, well, I'm going to be recording some more GTA San Andreas. Don't know if I'm going to need a car for this, but, as you can see on my mini-map, the location for this mission is literally walking distance. So I just ran here, because running actually helps you, get much more health. Matt is eating at the burger shop. Before 10:30 p.m. Okay, so before then. Okay, is this gonna be one of those annoying missions where it's like, okay, before... Wait, which burger shot exactly am I going to? Okay. So, now another thing I want to mention is I remember that there being not so very appropriate things said in this cutscene, I think, or maybe it was the next one. I'm not too sure which one it was, but I know there were some bad things said in cutscenes that I don't necessarily want to be played on my channel, so I'm skipping some of the cutscenes. I'm trying to make sure you see all of it, as this is a playthrough, but certain parts I just don't want to see. And another thing is, someone told me that I should totally go to one of these clubs, as you called it. I'm not gonna say what kind. It's not that I don't condone that stuff. It's just that I don't want to show that. I just don't want to show them that kind of stuff on Like, I don't want that kind of stuff on my thing, so I'm not gonna go there. Okay, try not to damage the car. Okay, it's not too far away. Good, it's close enough. Okay, so we're picking up someone.
Congratulations on your award. You must be thrilled. Yeah. I like to thank my fans, my mama, and my dealer.
Dealer. Okay. I'm thinking that's his casino dealer who he might have an inside man on. To get him a lot of money or something, I don't know. I'm going to assume that's what they mean. Then again... Where do I drive? Just straight forward? Oh, he has a lot of security just for one person. But I guess if you can afford it and you're this well known, someone might hate you, because, I mean, if you think about it, a lot of people who are well known or in high...
Not today, asshole. Today, we taking the scenic route via the bottom of the ocean.
Bye! Pit maneuvered that guy, well, sort of. In a position like this, the principal, as they called him, or anyone, like, someone will always hate you and someone will always like you. Or will not necessarily like you, but agree with the stuff that you do, or agree with your views. Similar to that of, presidency, I honestly think, based on what I learned in U.S. history, no matter who was president, there was always at least someone in the country who didn't quite agree with what they did, but there was always people who did agree and some who didn't. So I can see why you would need security and why celebrities and all that stuff have security. Bail out! And I'm going in the drink. But I can swim. I think that's out of all the times I've done that. Anyway, apparently swimming, although it's one of the few sports that require you to use almost every single muscle in your body, you seem to lose your muscle much faster when you're in water. While I'm here, I might as well swim back underwater, do a little bit training for my lungs. Because apparently, my lung capacity is an upgradable thing. And that was probably one of the quicker and more easier missions. But, aside from that, I think we might have something a little bit, more challenging down the road. So you see, yeah, muscle went down. I've noticed, and I have a much bigger breath bar because went around and I decided to take a look at all of the oysters here. Now, before I do my next mission, I'm gonna have to go do something. It takes a lot of preparation in between missions, but those two were enemy gangsters, and and you get the hang of what the NPCs do, and CPU players and all that stuff. Like, I know I don't have a whole lot of ammo for my pistol because, well, I only had several hundred, so it's not a big loss. But I need enough for my next mission, and like only having 7 bullets for a silenced 9mm that you can't even get by yet, actually. I think you have like 25 or so missions into the game or something like that. 20, 25. I don't know how many missions total there is in the game. I would say it's somewhere over 100 or so. I'm doing about 1 or 2 per game. It depends. Unless later on I'm probably going to have to do 1 mission per video and whatnot as you get longer and whatnot. Okay, so now for those of you who haven't tuned into my previous videos, what I'm doing here is I'm going to go get pistol ammo. Now, of course, many of you have known that you can easily get it for free, but you can't buy it in mass quantities like you can at ammunition, which I'll constantly buy from there, because I could go in there, leave with a couple thousand rounds in like 10 minutes, because I can spend the time just pressing the button, give me more, like, ammo as long as you have the money for it, which I actually have a lot of. I actually talked about how I easily got that much in a previous video as well, but you can go here, swap for that, that gives you 16 rounds, and you can just beat up people around your cul-de-sac that you start out in, or the main area where you hang out, or your first save point is, because that place easily can grab you. People, non-gangsters will carry them for protection. If you just get up close and beat them with the melee weapon, and knock them down to the ground before they have a chance to get up, you're pretty much golden. But in order to do that, I highly recommend, if you want to do that as a viable tactic, you'll get shot up easily unless you have a decent amount of strength. Maybe about 2/3 of the bar full, I guess, or just have a very good melee weapon, such as a chainsaw, a sword. I only know of one spawn location, but I can't get to it. Knife, or even have it, instead of 2/3 way, just have your strength at halfway and grab this brass metal knuckles, I think. Note, I do like to point out that I do carry around weapons in game and all that stuff, and I'd like you to know that most of the stuff I probably do in this game, including how I got this bike, are all illegal, and that you should not try any of this at home. And just even having the metal knuckles alone is illegal in some states. Well, at least where I'm from. But now I need to find more ammo for this gun. Now I lost track as to where I wanted to go. Oh, right, okay. So ammo's going to be kind of hard, so I'm probably going to heavily rely on my semi-auto, but that has a couple hundred rounds. But I'm going to go through that because it's very fast. It fires bullet after bullet, and I just need to hold down the trigger rather than telling it to fire repeatedly. Now, I prefer to have the knife. I don't prefer to have the weapon I'm going to show you, which is the chainsaw. There's this junkyard here. You can go over here and pick it up. Now, the reason I don't prefer this is because it's super slow. As a matter of fact, most melee weapons you can swing in midair and not hit anyone. No one will care. But, you'll freak out people if you hit if you use the chainsaw. I don't know if it's the noise or something, but you won't get a wanted level. Although you would get a wanted level if you're playing GTA Vice City, which is actually an old game, but one of the few of GTA games I actually have. Now, of course, killing gangsters as well. Sometimes they're more likely to have guns. But, as you can see, that's not the case, as I do not have, well, as they did not have any. If you constantly do this, you'll probably get no more than 1 star unless you decide to attack the cops coming after you with 1 star, but that's pretty easy to get rid of. I can just go there and grab that. Now, you could probably look up all the spawn locations for 9mm, but I just showed you where 2 are close to home. One you have to do a mission for, the other one you can just get right off the bat, which is in the cold sap. Along with a shovel for melee that's actually behind Ryder's house. Now I got 2 for 1. I got the semi-auto and more pistol ammo. Now, hopefully, if we're not doing a lot of shooting, that would be okay. But if you also think about it, I could also pick up the guns off my enemies that I kill. I have 205 ammo for this. Now, I do have a lot of armor, so hopefully we can do this. But first, I see 2 things we need to do. 1, get rid of these guys. I got more ammo than I lost from shooting him, so that's a good thing. And these generally help you up your respect, and as a matter of fact, I don't know if I'm able to do it quite yet. There's something they mentioned in mission that you can do. I know that you can do it ahead of time before they show you in the mission, but most people don't know about it or know to do this if they want extra help. So I'm not gonna mention it until the mission comes, because that might be a spoiler for some. I mean, I view it as a minor detail, but for some they view it as a major detail because they may use it a lot. So I'm just gonna keep my mouth quiet about that. Okay, now the next mission we will do as soon as I save. Actually, yeah, I passed it. If you pretty much drive into a pool area, you really can't get a bike out. Some bikes you can, but it is difficult. And by the time you get your bike out, you could have gotten a bike, stole it from the cops, get away, and then hopped on another one by that point. So, to be honest, the inside of this house is the exact same as the one on the beach. The one on the beach is like 3 times more expensive, but it's pretty much the same thing. Just looks different on the outside and is at a different location. Why? I don't know. But it is what it is. Okay. Okay, apparently I don't need a vehicle for this. But I'm just gonna park that there in case.
Hey, fuck you, man. And I don't care what you heard. I ain't nobody's ass technician, bitch. Hey, what's up, Lo? Technician ain't gangster. That's what's up. I heard that. Listen, cuz, if I'm going back to a cell, I want to have a big party first. This may be my last chance to get out. Okay, so what's the plan? Well, I'm going to slide back over there, Grove Street, and get those damn bad bitch ass cash. All right, so what you want me to do? I want you to get ready to talk.
Okay. Andy took my bike. He doesn't know that, yeah, the cops are looking for that, so he might actually end up in jail before that. Okay, so the next mission is pretty much go to his place that, no, I think his place is up near Vargo No, we visited someone up near Vargo territory instead of taking him home. I think his place is somewhere in our cul-de-sac on Grove Street. I think, yeah, let me check. Yes, it is. Okay, so, now that we know that, it bugs me when those doors are open. Only because cops can come up to an open door and hold you hostage and take you into custody. Despite the fact that they could do that and they could shoot you, but you don't die with one shot unless it's like a tank or an RPG. And when I could technically, using their game physics that they've allotted and how much health I have in armor, I could easily drive away from them, but for whatever reason that does not work. Now I'm running over more enemy gangsters. Hopefully I can get more bullets, more ammunition. But I don't think that's gonna happen. Cops are on me and it didn't look like any of them had any guns, so now I'm off to this supposedly the next thing we're gonna do, which is a party. But first, more guns. Really in that situation, back when I was at Mad Dog's mansion, I literally had to go and grab, the silenced weapon. On my way into the place, I could perfectly stealth and knife people that I needed to, and the people I couldn't knife, I could usually avoid being in their view, so there's no problem there. So let me think. I'm debating whether or not I should get more armor. Well, I mean, technically you can't even buy it at this point, so it makes me wonder if I should use it. Or if I should even have an exploding car, for that matter. Or a car very close to explosion. I don't want that interfering. Probably should not crash it into Sweet's place. Okay, now's the time where we get out. And if it blows up anyone, hope it collects loot. We can collect loot from them. Okay, grab the cash. Grab another pistol. Okay. I guess it's kind of good for ammo. Who's on the phone?
Hey, Lo, this party is jumping. We got a gang of crazy ass bitches in the house. You coming over, homie?
I don't know, man. I have some plans tonight.
But we had a big disaster. I won't be rapping. My mic broke.
Okay. I'm gonna come over right now then.
Oh my god, okay, let's do this mission!
Damn, man.
And that's the cutscene that had something in there that I did not want to have be said on my channel. Ah! It swapped my gun out. But this is technically the same gun, because it uses the same skill. I probably should have gotten more armor, to be honest. It's probably going to reset me to last checkpoint anyway. I'm literally locked onto him, shooting at him, and it doesn't do anything. You wanna know what? I'm just gonna reset from last checkpoint. I didn't swap to my semi.
Damn, man. I'm gonna get him some more backup. Okay, get the guards, block the road. First off, get heated. Take your positions. Come, get this cover. Take on the food.
Wait! Oh my god! I forgot I had grenades. I'm an idiot. That literally just made this thing like...
Hey, look up. More of them on the bridge.
Hey! That guy's too far away. Do not have a high enough skill. That, I don't think. By the way, when you do engage with these people or these missions, it gives you a great chance to increase your ammo. Like, increase your, ammo by collecting guns, but, mainly increase skill as well. You'll use less ammo if you have higher skill, but not just because you'll end up firing less, like, ammo. Like, if you can hit them from far away. Not have to worry about shooting from cover so much if you can hit them before they get close to you. Which takes away some worry. Now this is greatly... Oh no! Sweets has been killed. Apparently you have to protect him as well. That sucks. I did not know that he was included in this so-called gang strength that you see. Well, we're learning as we go. I wonder if it's because he walked in my line of fire. You see, I'm locked onto him, but I can lock onto people if they're behind cover. I'm gonna go overkill with...
Hey, look up. More of them on the bridge.
Apparently our cars are indestructible. Okay, so we're back here. I'm gonna keep skipping, Okay. Now here's the point where it tells these guns still remain on the field. Even though that I can, get ammo from them. They will not let you, like... even though that there's no ammo like most games, like, oh, you picked up all the ammo from this gun, it disappears. It doesn't work like that because you can have same guns in the same class. Most guns that are in the same class will use separate ammo. Although, the gun that my gangsters use, which is a Tech 9, and mine are the Tech 9s, which is the ones that I prefer to use, are a little bit different. They take the same ammo, and they both count as the same gun in terms of skill. So if I grind out machine gun skill for that gun, which weapon skill is not that high for that, but it is for not so, but I will work on that. If I were to switch to the Tech 9 from the Micro Tech 9, they would have the same skill, but that does not apply to the SMG, which you can get later on, which is in a completely different area, which is like in a completely different, counts as a completely different weapon. It's much more expensive. Whether or not it's actually useful is really up to you if you want to have that replace your other guns and all that stuff. So, I'm going to end this video off here. If you guys enjoyed watching, don't forget to leave any comments, questions, or feedback in the comment section down below. And I will see you guys later in another